joined on the show right now by an organisation that's really going to be supporting young girls and their families with this. And they've got a lovely event taking place tomorrow to launch this. It's Action for Children. Delighted to have Christina, Gemma and Alistair with us here on The Breakfast Show. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us ahead of, well, what's probably going to be a busy 48 hours before those doors open for that event tomorrow to launch this service. Christina, give us an overview as to who you are within your organisation and what's happening tomorrow evening.
Yeah, so my name's Christina and I'm the service coordinator of the Women and Girls Project for Action for Children, which is based in Pembrokeshire. Tomorrow we're holding an event, which is really important. It's basically shining a spotlight on young women and girls and the fantastic things that they can achieve and recognise barriers that they face. Women and Girls Project is basically all about building confidence and resilience in young women aged 11 to 21. So this event is just to relaunch the project, but it's also a chance to inspire, connect, and to show young women that they are valued and supported.
And why is that important?
It's really important because the Women and Girls is a frontline support service. So it's there basically to help young women who are at risk of exploitation. So the project helps them stay safe, make positive choices, build confidence and improve their emotional and physical well-being. So yeah, the event is just basically there to empower young women.
Yeah. Gemma, you're relatively new to the organisation, so you weren't on the precursor project that's led to this one. But what brought you to want to come on and be part of this service going forward?
Well, I'm a Pembrokeshire girl, so I've lived here for most of my life, and I think sort of working through educational services and things like that, I think I've realised that there's a lot, although we live in such a beautiful area, I think there's a lot that goes on, and I think it's important for us not to be complacent with these things and that we're on the ball in terms of supporting our young people and our young girls and young women especially.
And what kind of tasks will you be doing once this project starts? How will you actually be empowering these young women and girls?
So dependent on kind of what they need, we gauge them, we look at the referrals and we sort of gauge on what we think they might need. And there's, we've got a whole repertoire of sort of resources and all that we can use to sort of combat some of the challenges they're facing. And this can be done through group work, one-to-one services, going into schools, taking them on days out and just kind of supporting them in the things that they might be struggling with.
I love that. And you mentioned there that the referrals need to come in. Are there any restrictions? Does the referral pathway have to come through certain people? How does that work?
So you can self-refer to the service. And obviously we've got quite a broad scope of sort of 11 to 21-year-olds. So, some of our people that are referred might be on the older scale. But no, it's a case of it's on the website and we've got leaflets with QR codes and things. So we've tried to make it as accessible as possible. So, schools can refer, social care can refer, anyone really.
Yeah, Denise is with us over on Facebook at the moment. Action for Children Reflect are amazing, super supportive. So that's a nice vote of confidence if you're wondering more about this service.
Aww.
And for those who might not know what Action for Children is, Alistair, give us an overview as to, because this is just one project that Action for Children are proud to be launching, but what is Action for Children and what else can they do for us?
Well, it's a good question, Tom, because Action for Children is a UK-wide charity and has been going over 150 years, actually. Started life as National Children's Homes, which people may have heard of back in the day. But yeah, I mean, we run so many different services and projects, from general family support to young carers, disability services, counselling services. But I think we're moving with the times in the growing awareness of the exploitation of children, and this service fits seamlessly in with sort of work that's going on elsewhere around the UK with Action for Children around exploited children. So it's sad. I mean, in the context of the Epstein agenda, etc., this work is absolutely critical. And as Gemma said, the tentacles of exploitation just go into every community. So this is Action for Children is tackling this face on right across the UK.
Yeah, I'm aware of other projects to do with young carers and other aspects of life. Action for Children really does have a 360 view on supporting young people. And of course, that age, it's very easy to think of young children, but as has already been mentioned, that higher age is actually older than you might realize. Alistair.
Absolutely, yeah. And, you know, going by, you know, the evidence we see, if a big part of Action for Children's ethos is early intervention. So, you know, we like to get in there at the ground floor, if you like, and try and head these issues off. But obviously that doesn't always happen. And we see with these the exploitation services and like women and girls, you know, people are being referred, you know, sadly things will have happened, but a big part of women and girls is, you know, trying to get there to intervene and stop issues, you know, getting worse and worse, and you know, the ripples of exploitation just go right across our community and deeply, deeply harmful.
Yeah, if we can protect these young people sooner, then they're more likely to thrive and develop into their own sense of self, which
Absolutely.
is a very exciting prospect. Christina, back to you. If there's someone that wants to find out more information about this, maybe they're fearful of some aspects of that community, and as you say, the ripples and tentacles of this exploitation, where can they go and find out more information?
Yeah, so we've got our main Action for Children webpage that has lots of information about how you can get involved with not just the women and girls, but lots of different services of how we support young people and their families. But if it's specifically Women and Girls Project that you want support with, we do have a West Wales Action for Children page where there is a link to things like Reflect and also the Women and Girls Project that they can access the referral forms on there.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Is there anything that I've missed that you think, oh, I need to mention that before I go now?
No, I think we've covered it all.
No, I think so.
I think so. It's been so great chatting to you. Alistair, thank you for giving me the history. I did not realize that the organization has been going for that long. It's wonderful to see it still thriving and supporting young people throughout the country. With Christina and Gemma and others in West Wales, it's great to see that we've got our own focal point here in West Wales. Thank you so much. I hope the event goes well and everything is planned to how it should be.
Thank
you very much, Tom.
Thank you for having us.
And Gemma, there's a song which, well, take two, because all the songs have been picked so far, right? Someone else, Tracy's was picked already. Gemma, you've got a song for us to play as well.
Yeah, I do. I think because we've already played Chaka Khan, I've gone with Beyonce today. Thought a bit of a women empowerment.
I love that. It's on the way next here on your breakfast show on Pure West Radio. It's coming up to 9:15. Thank you so much, Christina, Gemma and Alistair from Action for Children ahead of International Women's Day and the relaunch of their service looking for young girls and that exploitation risk. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Folly Farm, sponsors of The Breakfast Show on